Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. Well, good evening, actually. I got to check and make sure that I'm going live. So I'm just going to check on my device and make sure that I am public, the normal thing that I have to do. All right. So we are now public and ready to go. Okay. So good day, everybody. So my name is Shane Harris, also known as Shane the Negotiator, and I am the CEO for both Profit First Taxes and Self Before Abundance. And I'm going to go into today's topic. So, we are going to talk about end of quarter two. So, the time has just been whizzing by. It's been moving so fast. We are already at the end of quarter two, and today is the 12th. So, in 3 days, we will complete quarter two and move into quarter three. So, you know what that means? Estimated tax payments. I know you guys do not like to hear about taxes, but we're going to talk about it a little bit anyways. We're not only going to talk about taxes. We're just going to touch on it briefly. So, we'll get into today's topic. So, as a coach, consultant, or speaker, there are several important tasks you should consider at the end of quarter two to prepare to roll into quarter three. These tasks include areas like estimated tax payments, of course, reconcile business books, tax planning, and maintaining a positive mindset. Here are some suggestions. Here is a suggested checklist. So I have that link for you. You can click that link. It's a free checklist. I'm going to go over the checklist, but you can download that checklist. It's absolutely free. You're not going to be in my CRM system or anything like that. It's free resources for anybody who wants to click that link. You can download this checklist and then you can have it for your records. So the first thing on the checklist is review financials and reconcile your business books. This is very important. So to review your financial statements, it includes three statements. It includes your income statement, the balance sheet, and the statement of cash flow or the cash flow statement to assess the health of your business. Now, what does these statements do? So the income statement, of course, that is the statement that is going to have your profit and loss. If you run that in any 2 week period or 1 month period, you can run it however, whatever dates you want, you can run that and you would get what's called a P&L, short for profit and loss. So that is your income statement. The balance sheet is going to show you what is in your bank accounts at the end of whatever given period. So if you go to your balance sheet, you'll see the total amounts for your debts, your liabilities, and your assets. That's what it'll show you. So the assets is the money that you have in the bank or any type of other assets you may have, property, whatever. Um, the debts, of course, it'll show credit cards, loans, or things like that. And of course, the equity is the difference between the two. Once you minus what you have from what your debts are, what's remaining is your equity. So that's what's going to be on your balance sheet. And of course, the cash flow statement, that is going to give you like a nice little report card for what your business health is. So it's going to show you if your business is really making money or if your business is actually losing money. So the next one is reconcile your accounts. Ensure that all income and expenses are accurately recorded. So what reconcile mean is that you will take your what is in the books and you would match it to what is in the bank account. So every single month you really should be doing this, but entrepreneurs get busy. You have lots of clients, you have other things that's going on in your personal life, you got school that you might be going to. The list is endless. So you should be doing at least once a month, but if not, at the end of every quarter, at least you should be doing this. And I would strongly advise you to do this definitely by the end of the quarter so that you can be prepared for anything. No surprises, okay? So you take what is in the business books, you go to the bank account and you match every transaction. So what transactions is in the bank account should match to a T what's in the business books. And if something is off, then you identify any discrepancies or error and rectify them immediately. So that is what you reconcile in your account, ensuring that the income and that the expenses are accurately recorded. So the next on the checklist is estimated tax payments. That's right, estimated and plan for taxes. So you're going to estimate your tax liability for the year based on your current financials and consult with a tax professional if you need. And if you need a tax professional, yours truly, you can come over here and we can help you with that. You're going to calculate and set aside funds to for your quarterly estimated tax payments and consider both federal and state. Because oftentimes you guys forget and you think, oh, let me just do federal, but then you forget the state. So when you file your taxes, when it's time to file your taxes, either March 15th, April 15th, or May 15th, depending on the entity type that you have, that's when you have a nice surprise. Well, I paid taxes. Well, you paid federal taxes likely, but you forgot about state. Of course, if you live in those fancy states like Texas and Florida and Delaware that don't have any, it's a couple of others, I'm not listing all of them, that does not have state taxes, then you are in the clear and boo, because you're not like the rest of us that have to pay state taxes. Then you don't have to worry about it. But for everybody else, you have to make sure you're taking care of federal and state. And for some places, they even have local taxes like New York. Don't even get me started about the local taxes in New York. So anyways, yes, you would calculate up all of your income that you have so far up until this part of the year. So everything until the 12th of today, because remember, you got to make those estimated tax payments by June 15th. June 15th, matter of fact, let me check the calendar. Let me look at the calendar real quick. The 15th is Thursday. Yes, I was checking to make sure it wasn't on the weekend. Thursday is the 15th, so the IRS is going to expect you to make that payment by Thursday. So do it up until today, tomorrow. You have until the 14th to reconcile this and and to check what your income is, what you've made so far in the year, minus your expenses. Whatever is remaining, you calculate that up, and if you expect it to gonna owe it over $1,000, then you have to make estimated tax payments. So if you did all your calculations and it showed you that you need to pay $2,500 in taxes, well, you definitely want to make that payment ASAP by the 15th of June. You can postmark it, but as long as it's gone by the 15th and you postmark it for the 15th, then you're fine. Anything after the 15th is going to be considered late, and you may potentially get a penalty. So number 3 on the list is update budget and financial goals. So it's definitely time to make new goals and set new budgets. So evaluate your current budget and financial goals and make adjustments as necessary for the upcoming quarter. That's quarter 3. So consider your revenue projections and anticipate expenses and investment opportunities. Set realistic, achievable targets for the next quarter. So what does this all mean? So when I say evaluate your current budget, of course, you see what your budget is currently and you adjust it accordingly based on the goals that you might have set. So you might have met your quarter 1 and quarter 2 goals. Well, it's time to set a new goal for quarter 3. So see if you made quarter 2 goals and then go ahead and set quarter 3. If you didn't make the goal, it's okay. No need to cry over spoiled milk. You go ahead and make adjustments for quarter 3 and shoot for the stars at that time. Make adjustments as necessary for the upcoming quarter. So as I said, you make that adjustment. If you didn't make it in quarter 2, put it on to quarter 3 and also set new goals for quarter 3. And consider any revenue projection. So what this means is consider any potential revenue or income you may be having in the upcoming months within quarter 3, because that may influence your goal going up or coming down. And set realistic and achievable targets for your next quarter. So don't say, if you're making 150K so far, don't be like, well, I'm in quarter 3, I'm going to make $3 million. Depending on what type of business you have, that might be realistic, but most of the time that's not going to be as realistic. So set realistic goals so you don't get utterly disappointed. At the same time, don't set the goal so small where it's like you're going to reach that in like 2.2 seconds. If you had 150K, don't say like, well, quarter 3, I want to make an extra 50K. You're likely going to make way more than that if you're already at 150K at this point. So make it realistic and a little bit challenging too. So number 4, plan, marketing, and sales strategy. So this is the time of year where people tend to slow down when we hit quarter 3 Why is that? Because it's summertime in the United States. And what we like to do in the summertime, we want to hang out. We want to go to those cookouts or those barbecues, depending on what type of the region you live in. I know in New York, we say barbecues. Down in the South, they might say cookout and stuff like that. I like barbecue, but whether it's barbecue or cookout, as long as they got food, I'm going. So yes, those are the times people like take vacations and just reflecting, spending time with the family and vacationing and all those things, which can be distractions from your business, even though self-care time is needed, family time is needed. So you still have to try to fit all of that into your schedule and not forgetting your marketing plan and your sales strategy, because this is oftentimes the first place to get neglected. So assess the effectiveness of your current marketing and sales efforts in meeting your business goals. So take a look and see what you already have. Is it helping your business or is it not? And if it's not, then you might want to adjust. If it's helping, keep doing it. Why reinvent the wheel, right? Identify areas for improvement and develop a plan to boost your marketing and sales activity. Consider new initiatives, campaigns, or collaborations to generate leads and sales activities, to generate leads and increase revenue. Sorry about that, I misspoke. So collaboration. Of course, I like to talk about collaboration. I always say, if you are in the same industry, collaboration over competition any day. So get with other people that's in your industry and swap ideas. Something that they may be doing that is working that you might not be doing. Something you might be doing that is working that they might not be doing. Swap ideas and help each other out, because even though you're in the same industry, you likely have different clienteles that you service. So don't be afraid of collaborations. And of course, revamping that campaign. That campaign that you have, it might have worked for quarter two. But now, as I said, we're going into the summertime. The campaign might need to be different to reflect the summer vibes. And you hear what I'm saying? And this can help to give you new leads to increase that revenue, because we want to make more money, even though most of you that I have set with, which I'm not sure where you guys getting this from, but I know you're getting from, you get it from TikTok and all those other places. Oh, don't make too much money. If you make too much money, you have to pay taxes. But let me tell you this. I'd rather pay taxes on $1,000,000 than pay taxes on $1,000. So I hope you understand what that means. So I'd rather make the money and pay the taxes than not to make the money. That's what that means. So number 5 is reflect on your business performance, and of course your mindset matters. So take time to reflect on your business performance during the past quarters. So again, look back through to see how your business has been doing thus far. Look back at quarter 1, look through quarter 2, and see what the trends are. Keep that momentum going, or beef up security, as I like to say. Of course, it's not security, but beef up your plan. Celebrate success and accomplishments while also acknowledging areas for growth and improvement. So if you have a team that's working with you, get them together. You might want to give out a little bit of bonuses. At the end of the quarter, you got to pay taxes anyway. It's likely it's time to slide them bonuses through, so you have to pay no taxes on that, if you know what I'm saying. Celebrate your wins that you might have had. As part of motivation to get your team together, and the people like to get praises for praise and raises go together, right? For your team members. And they would love that. So celebrate the accomplishment of where you are currently within the business with your team members, while acknowledging the areas for growth and improvement. So look at areas where you could potentially do better. Your marketing maybe needs better. Maybe your back office needs to be better. Maybe your accounting needs to get better, because your books might be a hot mess, or it may not be. But I'm just throwing out some ideas and areas that you can take a look at. Cultivate a positive mindset by setting intentions, practicing gratitude, and engaging in self-care activities. So like I said, this is the time of year coming into the summer where people like to take vacations. And as some entrepreneurs, some business owners, they don't take vacations. You're sitting here working day in and day out. Well, I'm here to tell you, my friend, that's no way to go all of the time. You end up burning out. You are not the Energizer Bunny, and even the Energizer Bunny run out of battery sometimes. So taking time for self-care activities is important. So if it means spending some extra time with the family, play with the dog, play with the kids, play with the spouses, whoever. Go take that vacation, go take more walks, enjoy the sun because the daylight is a little bit longer. We have longer days and shorter nights at the moment. So take advantage of that. That's all a part of your self-care activities. And of course, get your mind right. So the next thing is seek professional or peer support, such as joining a mastermind group or hiring a business coach to enhance your personal and professional development. So as I mentioned before, if you need a tax professional or a business coach, I am here person. I can help you do that either through Profit First Taxes or Self Before Abundance, or you can go to somebody else. You don't have to come to me. You can go to whomever you feel like is going to help serve you. Joining a mastermind group is going to help you in areas that you might be missing to kind of fine tune some things. Um, and of course, your personal and professional, enhancing your personal and professional development. So this might be the time to take some CEs, continuing education. If you may need, take some additional classes somewhere or some free training that they have available. It's free training everywhere. And again, like I said, I have that link that's already there for you to click on that and get this exact checklist so that you can go over it with yourself and with your team, so that you guys can be on the right track for this end of quarter two, moving into quarter three. And remember, it's important to consult with qualified professionals such as an accountant, a tax advisor to ensure compliance with tax laws and receive tailored advice for your specific needs. Additionally, adjust the checklist so accordingly to fit the uniqueness of your needs and your priorities. So if it's a particular part in the checklist that does not suit your business, then you take it out, which this checklist, it pretty much covers all of the essentials for a business owner that will need. So thank you for listening to Shane the Negotiator on this Monday, the 12th of June. I'll be forgetting my days. So until I return with a next tip, I hope you have a great and wonderful day and download that checklist. Good night.